Hello. This little short video is in response to the coronavirus situation that the world finds itself in. I'm Pastor Flores, the pastor of Trinity Lutheran Church, Friedensau, and St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Ruskin. In our church newsletter, I wrote an article responding to this situation, this world crisis. And I thought I would share it with you on YouTube also. For there are those that are outside of our church that listen or watch the videos also, our worship services. And so, because I'm not a professional actor, I just want to read the letter to you and then expound a little bit about the letter that I wrote to the members. It goes like this. Usually on Friday evenings, Linda and I watch a movie on our big screen TV. That's every Friday. Linda and I and Morris, the cat, yes, the cat, watched one of my most favorite all-time movies, The High and the Mighty, directed by William A. Wellman, starring none other than John Wayne. On the back of the DVD case, it described what the movie is about, and I quote, "Soar into the sky on a thrilling airborne adventure. In one of his most memorable roles, Wayne plays Dan Roman, a veteran pilot haunted by a tragic past. Now relegated to second-in-command cockpit assignments, he finds himself scheduled on a routine Honolulu to San Francisco flight. One that takes a terrifying, suspense-building turn when disaster strikes high above the Pacific Ocean at the point of no return." End of quote. Let me just explain that this movie is set in the mid-1950s, and the no point of return is that point, that distance that a plane traveled back then, usually propeller-driven, when the distance between where they came from and where they're going is right at half, at center. And so if something happens, there's no need to turn back after the point of no return. They might as well go forward. And of course, being propeller-driven planes makes the movie even more exciting. What I say about the movie is this. The movie is about a plane load of ordinary people, passengers and crew, on an extraordinary journey into the unknown. Near the point of no return, the plane finds itself in the midst of a terrible storm. One of the engines catches fire and stops working. The wing starts to leak precious fuel. The severe turbulence threatens to shake the plane apart. The flight navigator miscalculates where they are located. This is pre-GPS days, of course, and onboard computers, which delays rescue planes to find them, and crew and passengers react in all kinds of ways, most not helpful to their survival. The captain wants to ditch the plane into the stormy and murderous sea. The third officer of the crew expresses that all will die when they crash into the ocean. The navigator is out of his mind because of the mistaken navigation that he made. But Dan, John Wayne, is cool and calm and convinces the captain to stay the course. And just as they make landfall and critically near out of fuel, Dan says a prayer, and suddenly the runway lights appear through the fog in the form of a long cross. It becomes visible, and they land safely. So what does this movie that we saw the other Friday night have to do with us and our situation, in not only in the United States, but all over the world? Well, my dear friends, We are ordinary people on an extraordinary time. We need to stay the course, fix our eyes on the cross of Christ as we live, yes, live through these times of crisis. Trust in Jesus. Remember the love that He has for us all. He will be with us, guide us, and deliver us through these trying times and beyond to our safe landing. Fix your eyes on Jesus. And remember these wonderful words of encouragement from the book of Psalms. It's Psalm 91, verse 1 through 3. Let me read them. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. End of quote. People of God, no matter where you are, no matter how serious this coronavirus is in your area of the world, together, remember, together, we will one day look back on this pestilence and give thanks to the high and the mighty God of ours for His refuge and fortress. Indeed, there are those that predict all kinds of calamity, that predict all kinds of doom and gloom as we go through this coronavirus pandemic. But what do they know? Do they really know? 2.6 million in the United States alone, or as little as 100,000, they say. Only God knows. But if we fix our eyes on Jesus and trust in God Almighty, we will come through this. We will come through this. May God bless you. May God watch over you. And may God keep you. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you again at one of our YouTube worship services that now, this coming Sunday, which is Holy Week, will be the first of a series for Holy Week. A new format, a new camera and video audio system is put in place, and I think you will find the service is much improved. Bye now.